Hello FRC Southeast. Thanks for joining us for this new edition of Readi-Made. Spring is now sprung and things are heating up around the plant. It's been a busy start to 2019 with the integration of the Navy sustainment system, and we're here to bring you up to speed on all that's news at FRC Southeast. We'll put some spring in your step with stories on new workload coming to the plant, some distinguished visitors, departing friends, and awards recognizing some awesome work by our employees. Obviously, we have a lot of ground to cover, so let's jump in. Our avionics department recently cut the ribbon on its new space to repair the P-8 Poseidon's MX-20 turret. This workload is important not only because of the jobs it provides, but because it is a crucial component on one of the Navy's newest and most critical aircraft.
This version of an MX-20 that's on the P-8 is a surveillance turret. The P-8 is a surveillance aircraft. So this turret hangs underneath of the P-8 and they use it for surveillance, mostly on the surface, but also in the air for airborne targets as well. It can track targets, can report locations, and all that stuff automatically. When they break, we can't afford to have them sitting around broken. They need to be fixed, and they need to be fixed in a reasonable amount of time.
And that is where FRC Southeast comes in. The work will begin with about 5 of the turrets coming in for repairs in the first year, but that number is targeted to increase pretty dramatically going forward.
As a whole, obviously this is the center of excellence for turrets as a whole. We do lots of other turrets for other OEMs. So when the Department of Defense looked at who the DSOR was going to be, the depot source of repair was going to be, we were the natural source. So our artisans already have that general technical skill set in turrets.
Great job, guys. It's always good to see the new contributions to the warfighter y'all make every day. For our next story, you might remember our last episode that was focused on the Navy sustainment system. Part of the oversight of that initiative, of course, is Commander of Fleet Readiness Center's Rear Admiral Mike Zarkowski and his civilian counterpart, Mr. Roy Harris. They were in town recently to visit sailors and see our progress here at Headquarters, Detachment Mayport, and Cecil Field.
Just incredibly impressive work happening across the board here at Jackson, Cecil Field. And just to know, I think if I got my facts right, you guys turned this around in about a 2-month window with completely revamping not just the production floor, but the way you operate. It's just incredibly impressive to me. So excellent work, keep it going. Looks like everything is just gelling together perfectly. Again, thanks for all you do.
The work you all are a part of, implementing the Navy sustainment system, is already having an effect. On April 5th, it was reported that the Navy Super Hornet fleet is up to approximately 70% mission capable. We still have a little ways to go to reach the 80% target rate, but we're up from 50% just last year, so good work. This type of work is only possible because of our sailors and civilians, and we lost one of our favorites to promotion and reassignment last month. Chief Petty Officer Stephen Cordero became Chief Warrant Officer 2 Cordero at his commissioning ceremony last month at Hangar 1000. At the ceremony, Cordero gave his first salute to FRC Southeast Command Master Chief Jeremy Bridges.
The CMC, my first salute, he was actually my first chief in my first command. And here he is at FRC. So I figured what a more fitting, event than to have him on a nice note, since he dealt with me back in the day when I was a little rough around the edges.
CWO2 Cordero is headed off to Japan to join VF 195. Best of luck in your career as an officer, sir. We'll miss you here, but we're all rooting for you. Finally, FRC Southeast took home the Secretary of the Navy's Award for Environmental Quality. It's easy to take for granted the environment that makes Northeast Florida so special. The river, the oak trees, and yes, even the occasional alligator in the pond over at Engines. But it's our responsibility to protect it, and our folks in the environmental department do a wonderful job of protecting it and us. Congratulations. Well, that's it for this edition of Readi-Made. We appreciate you being with us. Don't forget to check out our social media pages and make some time to get out and enjoy some of this beautiful Florida weather we're having. From all of us here at the Public Affairs Shop, have an awesome day.